Hey everyone, and welcome to a truly transformative session. Tonight, you're going to become an absolute master communicator. And guess what? You don't have to lift a finger, not even practice. It's all going to happen effortlessly while you sleep, through the incredible power of subconscious reprogramming. Imagine, your brain is most receptive when you're drifting off, entering that amazing theta state. That's the same brainwave frequency where kids effortlessly pick up new languages, where powerful suggestions just stick, and where your deepest beliefs about yourself are formed and reformed. It's like magic, but it's pure science. For the next little while, I'm going to be speaking directly to that super receptive subconscious mind of yours. We're going to install the exact patterns of exceptional communicators, those people who just command a room with their words, who have that natural flow and connect deeply with anyone they talk to. You don't need to try to concentrate. You don't need to even try to remember a single word. In fact, the very best part is when you fall asleep. That's when this process becomes its most powerful. Your conscious mind, with all its doubts and limitations, will be completely offline, allowing your subconscious to perfectly absorb every single pattern, every skill, and every communication principle we're embedding tonight. By tomorrow morning, you're going to notice a wonderful shift. Words will just flow so much more easily. Conversations will feel incredibly natural, almost like they're guiding themselves. People will genuinely lean in when you speak, not because you're suddenly trying harder, but because your subconscious has been beautifully rewired to communicate with amazing clarity, rock-solid confidence, and genuine connection. This isn't just some theory, this is an installation. Think about it. The greatest communicators in history weren't born with some secret special gift. They simply developed neural patterns that supported clear expression, active, empathetic listening, and authentic connection. Tonight, you're receiving those exact same patterns. Your brain is going to build brand new pathways while you're deep in sleep. Pathways that will make communication feel as natural and easy as breathing. It's truly amazing what your mind can do. So, right now, just relax completely. Let your body gently sink into whatever comfort you're in. Let your mind begin to softly drift away. And just trust, absolutely trust that while you rest, you are actively becoming the incredible communicator you were always meant to be. This journey to enhanced communication isn't just about what you say, but about how you feel when you say it, and how others feel when they hear you. It's about building bridges, making deeper connections, and expressing your true self with effortless grace. Imagine waking up feeling an inner calm about upcoming conversations, knowing you have the tools to express yourself perfectly. No more searching for the right words, no more second guessing, just a smooth, confident flow. This isn't about being flashy or loud. It's about being authentic and clear. It's about listening with genuine understanding and responding with thoughtful insight. These are the qualities that truly set exceptional communicators apart. And these are the qualities that are now being imprinted into your subconscious blueprint. Every positive interaction you've ever admired, every captivating speaker you've ever heard, their core communication principles are now being woven into your very being. You're not just learning, you're internalizing. You're not just improving, you're transforming. This process taps into your innate ability to connect, an ability that often gets clouded by self-doubt or past experiences. Tonight, we're clearing away those clouds, allowing your natural brilliance to shine through every word you utter. Think of it like this. Your subconscious mind is a super powerful computer, and tonight we're simply updating its software to the most advanced communication program available. It's effortless, it's effective, and it's entirely for your benefit. You deserve to be heard, to be understood, and to connect deeply with others. This isn't just a dream, it's your new reality, starting now. So continue to relax deeply. Let any remaining tension melt away from your body. Allow your thoughts to gently drift like clouds across the sky. You are safe, you are supported, and you are on the path to becoming an extraordinary communicator. Every breath you take, every moment of stillness, is reinforcing this powerful transformation. You are unlocking your full potential. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey tonight. If you found this session helpful, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more transformative content. Good night, and get ready to amaze yourself tomorrow. Hey everyone, and welcome back. If you're just joining us, you're in for a treat because we're diving deep tonight into something truly transformative for your communication. We are moving into segment 2, the foundation, and it's all about clarity of thought. Now, this might sound a bit counterintuitive, but great communication, it doesn't actually begin with your mouth. Nope, it starts way before that. It begins right here, in your mind. Think about it. Before your words can ever hope to be crystal clear to anyone else, they absolutely have to be crystal clear to you. It's a simple truth, but it's often overlooked. Tonight, as you settle in and just absorb these ideas, your subconscious mind is doing some incredible work. It is actively learning how to organize your thoughts with an almost crystalline clarity before you even open your mouth to speak. This is the invisible skill, my friends, the truly secret weapon that separates the masterful communicators from, well, everyone else. You know, those people who just seem to effortlessly articulate complex ideas. This is how they do it. When they speak, their words don't just tumble out. They land with precision, with impact, with real meaning. And why? Because their thoughts, the thoughts powering those words, are organized with that same incredible precision. It's like they have a built-in GPS for their ideas. Right now, as you listen, your mind is being reprogrammed. It's learning to automatically structure your ideas in a powerful, compelling way, long before you ever express them out loud. Imagine this. Tomorrow, when someone asks you a question, you might notice a tiny, brief pause, a micro moment. It's not hesitation, not confusion. It's your subconscious doing its magic, quickly organizing the perfect response. And then, the words will flow. Not just flow, but flow with an unexpected coherence, a clarity that will surprise even you. And here's the best part. This isn't something you need to force. You don't have to consciously struggle with it. This is becoming automatic. Your brain, right now, is learning to think in frameworks. Think about those classic structures: point, evidence, example, or problem, solution, benefit. Maybe claim, reasoning, conclusion. These powerful structures aren't just for essays. They're being wired directly into your communication operating system as we speak. You won't consciously be ticking off boxes in your head like, okay, point first, then evidence. No, it's far more elegant than that. These structures will guide every conversation you have, every explanation you offer, every story you tell, without you even realizing it. They'll be the unseen architecture beneath your perfectly formed sentences. Think about how children learn language. It's fascinating, right? They don't sit down with grammar textbooks. They don't memorize rules. What do? They absorb patterns. They learn through constant exposure, through repetition, through simply being immersed in language. Tonight, in a very similar way, you are absorbing the fundamental patterns of clear thinking and crystal clear expression. Your subconscious is like a super efficient sponge, soaking it all up. It's recording the rhythm of organized thought, the smooth, logical progression of ideas, the underlying structure of a truly compelling explanation. All of this is being etched into your mind. Tomorrow you might find something amazing happens. People will start commenting on how well you explain things. They'll say, wow, you really break that down brilliantly. Or I completely understand what you mean now. They won't know why consciously. And honestly, you might not know why consciously either. But your subconscious? Oh, it will know. It will know because tonight, it learned something profound. It learned how to sequence ideas in the precise order that makes the most sense to human minds. It learned how to present information in perfectly digestible chunks, making even complex topics feel simple. It learned how to connect concepts with this incredible transitional clarity, guiding your listeners effortlessly from one point to the next, never leaving them confused or lost. Remember, clarity isn't about using big, complicated words to sound smart. In fact, it's often the opposite. True clarity is about taking simple ideas and presenting them in a beautifully logical, easy-to-follow sequence. And guess what? Your mind is mastering this essential skill right now. Every single thought you express tomorrow, every single word that comes out of your mouth, will be filtered through this brand new clarity architecture. And the result? Your listeners will understand you the first time, every single time, because your subconscious now possesses the incredible ability to take complexity and make it simple, to transform confusion into perfect clarity. This is a game changer, and it's happening for you right now. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Don't forget to hit that like button if you're feeling this transformation, and subscribe so you don't miss out on more insights like these. See you next time. Imagine speaking with such clarity, presence, and impact that people don't just listen, they lean in. What if your voice, your very instrument of communication, could be automatically tuned for maximum effect, making every word resonate with authority and warmth? That's what we're talking about today. Exceptional communicators aren't just born with good ideas. They possess voices that carry an undeniable authority, warmth, and presence. It's a skill, and it's one that your subconscious mind is incredibly adept at learning. We're going to explore 5 key areas that, when optimized, can elevate your communication to an entirely new level, making people stop and truly listen. And the best part? Much of this can happen beneath your conscious awareness, becoming an automatic reflex. Let's start with the first crucial element: resonance. Have you ever noticed how some voices just sound richer, more grounded, almost like they fill the room? That's resonance. When your voice drops slightly into your chest, it creates a fuller, more authoritative sound. It's not about forcing an artificially deep tone. It's about allowing your voice to be grounded, natural, and powerful. This shift happens automatically when your throat and chest muscles are relaxed and aligned with effective communication patterns. We're talking about unlocking the natural depth and richness that's already within you. Tomorrow you might just notice your voice having a subtle, yet profound new quality. A depth that commands attention without effort. Next up, we have pacing. Think about the most captivating storytellers or speakers you've ever heard. They don't speak at a constant speed, do they? Master communicators understand the art of varying their speed deliberately. They know when to quicken their pace to build excitement and energy, and when to slow down for emphasis, allowing crucial information to sink in. Your mind is incredibly smart. It's capable of learning to modulate your pace intuitively, based on the content and context of your message. You'll find yourself speaking faster when you're building enthusiasm, sharing a dynamic idea, or trying to convey a sense of urgency. Conversely, you'll naturally slow down when you're delivering key points, explaining complex concepts, or want to ensure your audience truly grasps what you're saying. And those pauses? Oh, they're golden. Strategic pauses create anticipation, allow for reflection, and underline importance, all without you having to consciously plan each one. This becomes an intuitive dance between you and your message, guided by an inner rhythm that keeps your audience engaged and hanging on your every word. Third on our list is volume dynamics. Have you ever been in a conversation where someone speaks in a monotone? It's tough to stay focused, isn't it? Monotone voices, however brilliant the ideas they convey, often lose the audience's attention. Dynamic voices, on the other hand, command it. Imagine your voice as a musical instrument, capable of a full range of expression. Starting tomorrow, you'll begin to notice your voice naturally rising and falling with the emotional content of your message. This isn't about being overly dramatic. It's about authentic expression. When you're excited, your volume might naturally lift. When you're sharing something serious or intimate, it might soften. This variation creates an engaging, natural ebb and flow that keeps listeners captivated. It builds a connection, making your communication feel more authentic and alive. It's the difference between a flat image and a vibrant, three-dimensional experience for your listeners. Moving on to articulation. This one is huge for credibility. Mumbling, no matter how brilliant your thoughts, can unfortunately destroy your credibility. On the flip side, crisp, clear consonants create an immediate sense of authority and competence. Your subconscious mind is incredibly powerful, and it can program your mouth and tongue to articulate clearly without any effort or affectation. We're talking about natural, effortless clarity. Imagine every word you utter being precise, distinct, and easy to understand. This isn't about over-enunciating or sounding unnatural. It's about removing the barriers to understanding that unclear speech can create. When your words are crisp, your message is clear, and your audience can focus entirely on your content, not on trying to decipher what you just said. It projects confidence and professionalism, making your ideas shine through without any interference. And finally, but certainly not least, let's talk about breathing. This is the foundation of a confident voice. Think about nervous speakers. They often take shallow, short breaths, which can make their voices sound thin, shaky, or strained. Confident speakers, however, breathe deeply from their diaphragm. This deep breathing provides a steady, ample supply of air that gives your voice power, steadiness, and endurance. Tonight, your breathing pattern during communication is being reset. You're learning to automatically draw air from your core, from your diaphragm, rather than just your chest. This deep foundational breathing supports your vocal cords beautifully, preventing strain and allowing your voice to project naturally and powerfully. It's the invisible engine that drives a strong, resilient voice, giving you the stamina to speak with confidence and presence for extended periods, without feeling breathless or losing vocal quality. The truly incredible thing about all of these elements is that they are happening beneath your conscious awareness. You're not learning a set of techniques that you have to constantly remember and consciously apply in every conversation. Instead, you're installing reflexes, new patterns that will activate automatically whenever you speak. It's like upgrading the operating system of your vocal instrument. Tomorrow, when you open your mouth to speak, you'll notice a difference. Your voice will have presence, and not because you're consciously trying to sound impressive, but because your vocal patterns will now naturally match those of people who command attention effortlessly. You might find that people interrupt you less. They might lean in more, captivated by what you have to say. Most importantly, they will remember what you say, because the voice carrying your message will possess an innate authority, clarity, and warmth that makes your words unforgettable. This isn't about manipulation or trying to be someone you're not. This is about optimization. It's about unlocking the full potential of the incredible instrument you already possess, your voice. Your voice is capable of remarkable range and impact, and tonight, your subconscious mind is learning to access that capability naturally, every single time you speak. So, go out there and let your voice be heard. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more content on communication and personal growth, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next upload. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Segment 4, The Listener, Deep Connection. Most people think communication is about talking, but master communicators know it is about listening. Tonight, you are becoming an exceptional listener, the kind of person others feel deeply heard by, the kind of person who creates connection through attention rather than words. Your subconscious is learning to listen with your entire being, not just your ears. When someone speaks to you tomorrow, you will notice yourself becoming completely present. Your mind will not wander. Your attention will not drift toward planning your response. Instead, a new reflex activates, a reflex of genuine curiosity about the other person's experience. This is being hardwired now. Active listening has 3 levels, and you are mastering all 3 tonight. First level, hearing words. Your ears receive sounds, and your brain processes language. Everyone does this. Second level, understanding meaning. You grasp not just the literal words, but the intended message beneath them. Most people stop here. Third level, feeling emotion. You sense the emotional state behind the words, the subtext, the unsaid feelings that give words their real significance. This third level is what creates profound connection, and your mind is being programmed to operate here naturally. Tomorrow, people will feel something different when talking to you. They will sense they have your full attention. They will feel understood in a way they rarely experience. Why? Because your subconscious now knows to quiet your internal dialogue when others speak, to focus outward instead of inward, to receive their message completely before formulating any response. You are also learning the art of reflective listening, where you mirror back understanding before adding your own thoughts. This simple pattern, now being installed as reflex, makes others feel validated and opens them to deeper sharing. Your eyes will maintain natural contact without staring. Your body language will mirror theirs subtly, creating unconscious rapport. Your facial expressions will respond authentically to their emotions, showing empathy without words. All of this happens automatically now, because listening is not a mental checklist you follow. Listening is a state of presence your subconscious enters reflexively when another person speaks. This state is being programmed into you now, becoming your default mode. Tomorrow you will be the person others seek out for conversation because they feel truly heard, truly understood, truly valued. And all you did was listen the way your newly programmed subconscious naturally listens. Segment 5. The Storyteller. Captivating narratives. Stories are the oldest and most powerful form of human communication, and tonight, you are becoming a natural storyteller. Your subconscious is learning the architecture of compelling narrative, the rhythm that holds attention, the structure that creates emotional impact. Master storytellers do not tell events in chronological order. They structure narratives for maximum engagement. Your mind is learning this structure now. Every good story has a hook, a beginning that creates curiosity or tension that makes listeners want to know what happens next. Tomorrow, when you share experiences, you will instinctively start with the moment of highest interest, then fill in context. This is automatic now. Stories have stakes. Something must matter. Someone wants something and faces obstacles. Your subconscious is learning to identify the stakes in your own experiences and highlight them when sharing, turning mundane events into engaging narratives by emphasizing what mattered and why. Stories have sensory details, not excessive description, but precise details that make scenes vivid in the listener's imagination. Your storytelling brain now knows to include the detail that brings a moment to life, the specific gesture, the exact phrase someone said, the particular feeling in your body. These details transform reporting into experiencing. Stories have pacing. Slow down during important moments, speed through transitions. Your narrative instinct now controls tempo automatically, lingering where emotion lives, moving quickly through logistics. Stories have dialogue. Nothing brings a story alive like actual words people said. Your memory will naturally recall conversations with more clarity now. And when you share stories, you will instinctively include the dialogue that makes characters real and situations immediate. Stories have endings that resonate. Not just what happened, but what it meant, what changed, what you realized. Your storytelling mind now understands to land the meaning, to give listeners the takeaway that makes the story worth telling. All of this is being wired into your communication operating system tonight. You are not memorizing formulas. You are absorbing patterns. Tomorrow, when you tell someone about your day, about an experience, about anything that happened, it will naturally structure itself as an engaging narrative. People will say you should write a book. You should do public speaking. You are so good at telling stories. You will not know exactly what you are doing differently. You will just know that people listen when you talk, that they laugh at your funny stories and feel moved by your serious ones. This is because storytelling is not a learned skill for you anymore. Storytelling is how your subconscious naturally processes and shares experience. You might hear persuasion and immediately think manipulation, but let's clear that up right now. Persuasion, true persuasion, isn't about tricking anyone. It's about opening up new possibilities, helping others see ideas in ways that truly resonate with what they already value and desire. Think about it. Who among us doesn't want to be heard, understood, and offered solutions that genuinely make our lives better? That's what ethical influence is all about. And tonight, your subconscious is absorbing the powerful patterns that make ideas compelling and impactful. You're not just learning about persuasion, you're programming your mind to become a master of ethical communication. The bedrock of great persuasion is understanding what truly matters to the other person. Master persuaders don't just push their own agenda. They skillfully connect their ideas to the listener's interests. This isn't just a theory, it's becoming an automatic reflex for you. From now on, your mind will instinctively ask, what does this person value? What do they truly want? What problem are they trying to solve? And then, you'll naturally frame your communication to align perfectly with those answers. Imagine tomorrow, you're listening to someone's concerns, and your subconscious instantly sees the perfect connection points between your ideas and their needs. That's the kind of powerful intuition we're building today. But here's the thing. Persuasion requires credibility. We are all influenced by people we trust. That's why your communication patterns are being optimized right now for authentic trust building. You'll find yourself naturally including evidence for your claims, acknowledging limitations honestly, and expressing appropriate confidence without a hint of arrogance. These trust signals, they're becoming an automatic part of your speech, making your words more impactful and your message more believable. Now let's talk about contrast, a powerful tool in ethical persuasion. Think before and after. Think problem and solution, or the current state versus a brilliant possible future. Your mind is now structuring persuasive communication around these powerful contrasts, highlighting the incredible benefits of change. Tomorrow, when you present an idea, you'll instinctively paint a vivid picture of the current challenge, and then, with equal clarity, reveal the improved future your idea creates. This before-after frame is being hardwired into your thinking right now, ready for you to use effortlessly. Another key element is social proof. As humans, we're naturally influenced by what others do and believe. Your persuasive instincts will now include smart, natural references to others who have benefited, to trends that support your position, or to a consensus when it genuinely exists. This isn't about manipulation. It's about understanding how humans naturally evaluate ideas, and your subconscious knows it. You'll weave this into your communications seamlessly. And finally, true persuasion always respects autonomy. The most influential people empower others with the freedom to choose, while making their desired choice clearly and undeniably beneficial. You are learning to present options, to acknowledge the other person's right to decide, while making your recommended path shine as the most advantageous. This respectful persuasion is infinitely more powerful than any kind of pressure, and it's now becoming your default mode of interaction. Tomorrow, you'll start to notice it. People agreeing with you more often, accepting your suggestions more readily, and following your recommendations with genuine enthusiasm. Not because you're manipulating them, but because you're presenting ideas in perfect alignment with how humans naturally make decisions, in ways that truly serve their interests, while beautifully achieving your communication goals. It's an incredible shift, and it starts now. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey of growth. If you found this insightful, please hit that like button, subscribe for more content like this, and share it with someone who could benefit. Your support means the world. See you next time. Today we're diving into a topic that affects all of us, yet few truly master: navigating difficult conversations. You know, those moments of disagreement, tension, or conflict that can either drive us apart, or if handled right, bring us closer and lead to real understanding. If you've ever walked away from a tough talk wishing you'd handled it differently, or felt like you were just talking past each other, then this video is for you. We're going to transform how you approach these situations, turning potential problems into opportunities for growth and connection. Let's be honest, difficult conversations can feel like a minefield. Many of us dread them, avoid them, or dive in unprepared, often making things worse. But what if you could approach every disagreement with skill and confidence, turning confrontation into collaboration? Imagine having the ability to de-escalate tension, find common ground even in heated debates, and preserve relationships while still addressing crucial issues. Today, we're unlocking the secrets to becoming a master communicator, one who can turn any challenging discussion into a positive outcome. You're not just watching. Your subconscious is absorbing patterns that will automatically guide you in these moments. Our first fundamental principle for conflict communication is crucial: separate the person from the problem. So often when we're in a disagreement, it feels like you versus me. We view the other person as the obstacle, the source of the issue. But this mindset immediately puts us on opposing sides. Instead, tomorrow, when you encounter a disagreement, your mind will automatically frame it differently. You'll see the issue itself as a challenge for both of you to solve together. Your language will naturally shift from "you did this" or "I think that" to "how can we tackle this problem?" This simple yet powerful frame change transforms an adversarial dynamic into a collaborative one. It moves you from battling each other to partnering against the problem. It's about seeing the situation as us versus the problem, not us versus each other. This shift is now becoming an instinct for you. Next, we move to the second principle: seek first to understand. This one is a game changer. In most conflicts, what happens? While the other person is speaking, we're often not truly listening. We're busy formulating our rebuttal, mentally preparing our arguments. But your new approach is different. It's more powerful. You will now listen completely, giving the other person your full attention without interruption. After they've expressed themselves, you'll reflect back what you heard. Something like, "So, if I'm understanding correctly, you're feeling X because of Y. Is that right?" This step is vital because it confirms your understanding and, crucially, shows the other person they've been heard. Only after you've confirmed their perspective do you then share your own. This sequence is incredibly disarming. People don't argue with someone who genuinely hears and understands them. It melts defensiveness and opens the door for real dialogue. Our third principle builds on that. Validate before challenging. This doesn't mean you have to agree with everything the other person says. Not at all. You can completely disagree with their perspective, but still validate their feelings or concerns. You can show that you understand why they might feel that way from their point of view. Your communication will now include validation statements before any disagreement. Phrases like, "I can absolutely see why you'd feel that way, and here's what I'm thinking." Or, "It makes sense that you're frustrated by that, and my perspective is..." Notice that "and" instead of "but." "But" negates what came before it. "And" connects ideas. This seemingly small change, now hardwired into your communication, keeps the doors open for discussion during disagreement. It acknowledges their humanity and perspective, even if you don't share their conclusion. For our fourth principle, we're going deeper. Focus on interests, not positions. What are positions? They're what people say they want. I want to do X. We should buy Y. But interests are the underlying reasons why they want it. They're the needs, hopes, fears, and concerns driving those positions. Your mind will now automatically dig beneath the stated positions to uncover these deeper interests. You'll ask questions like, "What's important about that for you?" Or, "What outcome are you hoping for?" Communicating at the interest level is where magic happens. It's where creativity flourishes, and compromise becomes not just possible, but often obvious. When you understand the why, you can find solutions that satisfy everyone's core needs, even if their initial positions seemed incompatible. And finally, our fifth and perhaps most foundational principle: manage your own emotions first. We've all been there. In a heated moment, emotions run high and our ability to communicate effectively plummets. You cannot lead a conversation productively when you're flooded with anger, frustration, or fear. Your subconscious is now learning to recognize your own emotional activation, those early warning signs. When you feel that surge, you'll automatically pause before responding. You'll take that crucial breath, creating a tiny space between the trigger and your reaction. This allows you to access a place of calm, even in the most intense moments. This emotional regulation will become reflexive for you, allowing you to stay clear-headed and constructive when others might be reactive. It gives you the power to guide the conversation rather than be swept away by it. Tomorrow, when you inevitably face a difficult conversation, these powerful patterns won't require conscious effort. They will activate automatically. You won't be thinking about techniques. You'll simply find yourself staying calm, listening deeply, validating perspectives, focusing on shared solutions, and skillfully guiding the conversation toward resolution instead of escalation. People will start to comment on it. They'll say you're remarkably mature, that you handle conflict incredibly well, that you make even the hardest conversations feel easier. This transformation isn't magic. It's the result of these newly programmed communication instincts. Conflict communication will no longer be a source of stress for you. It will simply be a natural, powerful extension of who you are. Thank you so much for joining me today on this journey to better communication. If you found these principles helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content that empowers you to live your best life. Your support means the world, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Tonight, we're diving deep into something truly powerful, something that affects every interaction you have, often without you even realizing it. We're talking about the secret language of nonverbal communication. Did you know that more than half of what we say, what we truly communicate, happens without a single word? It's true. And tonight, you're not just watching a video. You're becoming fluent in this unspoken language. You're going to learn to master the subtle cues of body, gesture, expression, and even your presence itself. Your subconscious is about to get a powerful upgrade, learning to send and read nonverbal signals with the precision of a master communicator. Think about it. How often do you find yourself consciously thinking about your posture? Probably not much, right? But what if I told you that your posture is being reprogrammed right now? Imagine waking up tomorrow and naturally adopting open, confident body positions. Not forced, not something you have to remember, but just instinctive. Your shoulders will relax back slightly, your chest will naturally open, and your stance will feel grounded and strong. These aren't just cosmetic changes. They happen automatically because your subconscious now understands a crucial feedback loop between your body and your mind. Confident posture doesn't just project confidence outwards to others. It actually creates confidence within you. It's a game changer. Now let's talk about eye contact. It's a delicate balance, isn't it? Too much and it feels like staring. Too little and you seem disengaged. But what if your eye contact patterns could be perfectly optimized? You're going to start holding appropriate eye contact that truly creates connection without any discomfort. No more awkward staring, no more shifty avoidance, just natural engagement that communicates your presence and confidence. Your subconscious is learning the perfect rhythm, how long to hold contact, when to briefly glance away, and how to return your attention in ways that feel completely natural and effortless. This isn't just about looking at someone, it's about connecting with them, genuinely. And tomorrow, this entire process becomes effortless for you. And your face? It's a window to your soul, and often it says more than your words ever could. Your facial expressions are becoming more congruent with your words. What does that mean? It means when you express genuine enthusiasm, your face will authentically light up with it. When you express concern, your expression will naturally mirror that emotion. This congruence, this perfect alignment between what you say and how your face shows it, becomes completely automatic. And why is this so important? Because people subconsciously detect incongruence. If your words say one thing but your face says another, they sense it, and it can create distrust. But when everything about your presentation aligns, your words, your face, your body, people will trust you deeply. They'll feel it on an unconscious level. Let's move to your hands. They can either be a powerful tool for emphasis or a distraction. Your gestures are being refined right now. Tomorrow, you'll find yourself using hand movements that perfectly emphasize your points without ever being distracting. They'll add dimension and richness to your words without overwhelming your message. Your subconscious now knows the perfect balance, when to gesture and when to be still, how to use movement to punctuate your ideas effectively, and how to make your hands work with your message, not against it. But it's not just about what you send out, it's also about what you pick up. You are also becoming incredibly skilled at reading others' nonverbal communication. Your perceptual awareness is getting a huge boost. Tomorrow, you'll start to notice micro-expressions, those tiny, fleeting facial movements that reveal what people are truly feeling, even if their words say something different. You'll notice subtle posture shifts that indicate interest or discomfort. and gesture patterns that communicate confidence or nervousness. This heightened perception allows you to instantly adjust your communication in real time, responding to what others are actually experiencing, not just what they're saying. Imagine how powerful that is in conversations and negotiations. Your proxemics, that's your use of space and distance, is also being perfectly calibrated. You will naturally maintain a comfortable distance in conversations, neither invading someone's personal space nor standing so far away that connection is lost. Your subconscious now understands all the cultural and contextual variables that govern appropriate distance, making your interactions feel natural and respectful, no matter who you're talking to. And here's a big one. Your vocal tone and facial expression will now match automatically. You will never again say, "I'm fine," with a tone or a face that completely contradicts your words. This authenticity, this integrated communication where every single channel sends the exact same clear, consistent message, makes you unbelievably believable and trustworthy. It's magnetic. Tomorrow, you'll notice something amazing. People will feel comfortable around you without even knowing why. They'll sense openness, confidence, and genuine authenticity emanating from your entire nonverbal presence, and they will respond in kind with their own openness. You're not just changing how you communicate, you're changing how people respond to you and how you experience the world. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey of self-improvement and communication mastery. If you found this video helpful and insightful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more powerful content, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next deep dive. I truly appreciate your support. Until next time, keep communicating, keep growing, and shine bright. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something truly transformative: how to have conversations that don't just feel good, but feel absolutely effortless and deeply connecting. Imagine dialogue flowing like a beautiful dance, not a rigid checklist. That's what we're aiming for, and by the end of this, you'll be absorbing the patterns that create exactly that. You know, the best conversations just click. They feel natural, almost magical. And what makes them so? It's often about this incredible rhythm, this give and take, where ideas build on each other, creating a genuine connection. It's not about being the smartest person in the room. It's about making conversation feel like an enjoyable journey, rather than a transaction. One of the coolest techniques, and one you're going to start noticing and doing automatically, is what we call conversational threading. Think of it like weaving a beautiful tapestry. When someone shares something, instead of just moving on to your next pre-planned thought, you pick up a thread from what they said and weave it into your response. It shows you're truly listening, truly engaged, and it keeps the conversation coherent and flowing. Tomorrow, you'll find your responses naturally connecting, building bridges between ideas instead of jumping to random new topics. This threading becomes second nature, making interactions feel incredibly connected and meaningful. Another key aspect is mastering the balance between talking and listening. It's not about hogging the spotlight. Tomorrow, you'll instinctively know when it's your turn to speak, and more importantly, when to invite others to share their thoughts. And how do you do that? With the magic of open-ended questions instead of, "Did you have a good day?" which is a simple yes or no. Try, "How was your day?" or "What was the most interesting part of your day?" Questions that start with how or what are like opening a door to deeper dialogue, inviting richer responses. This question crafting is going to become a natural reflex for you, creating vibrant discussions. Now, let's talk about genuine interest. We've all been in conversations where we're just waiting for our turn to speak, right? But the true game changer happens when you cultivate authentic curiosity. Tomorrow, when someone shares an experience, you won't just pretend to listen. You'll genuinely feel interested in their story, their perspective. This isn't about performing interest. It's about truly engaging. And believe me, people can sense authentic curiosity a mile away. When they feel truly seen and heard, they open up. And that's where the real magic of connection happens. This leads us to conversational generosity. This is huge. It's about making others feel interesting, rather than trying to prove how interesting you are. It's about letting your ego step back and your curiosity step forward. Conversations become less about showcasing yourself and more about discovering the amazing person in front of you. When you focus on making others feel valued and heard, you create an environment where everyone feels comfortable and engaged. This pattern of generous conversation is something you're installing right now. And here's a bonus: remembering names. How many times have you been introduced to someone and immediately forgotten their name because you were too busy worrying about what you'd say next? Starting tomorrow, your attention during introductions will be fully present. Your mind will prioritize encoding that person's name and details, not managing your own anxiety. It's a small change, but it makes a massive difference in how connected people feel to you. You'll also notice yourself naturally matching conversational energy. If someone is excited, you'll find yourself rising to meet that energy. If they're a bit more subdued, you'll modulate to a calmer, more reflective presence. This mirroring creates comfort and rapport effortlessly, because your subconscious is now attuning to the other person's state and adjusting accordingly, building an invisible bridge between you. And let's embrace silence. Not every moment in a conversation needs to be filled with words. Tomorrow, you'll allow natural pauses to happen without rushing to fill them. It's in these quiet spaces that deeper thoughts can emerge for both you and the other person. Your comfort with silence gives others permission to think, to feel, and to connect on a level beyond just words. It shows confidence and a genuine understanding of human interaction. Finally, you'll be learning to end conversations gracefully. You'll sense when an interaction has reached its natural conclusion, and you'll be able to exit warmly, without any awkwardness or abruptness. This social calibration is becoming instinctive for you. Tomorrow, people will genuinely enjoy talking with you. They'll leave conversations feeling energized, understood, and truly connected, not drained or isolated. You are becoming that person others seek out for conversation, because being with you feels natural, easy, and genuinely enjoyable. This isn't just about talking, it's about building deeper connections in every interaction. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this helpful, please hit that like button. Subscribe for more content on communication and personal growth, and let me know in the comments what your biggest takeaway was. See you next time. Your subconscious mind is a powerful thing, and it's learning the patterns of powerful public communication. You're developing the ability to organize presentations so instinctively that it feels like second nature. Imagine this. Tomorrow, if someone asks you to speak to a group, your mind will automatically structure your message with a clear opening, a strong body, and a memorable conclusion. You won't even have to consciously plan it. That structure will just emerge naturally because your subconscious now understands the true architecture of effective public speaking. And it gets even better. You are learning to hook attention immediately. Forget those awkward starts. From now on, your presentations will kick off with something that instantly sparks curiosity. Maybe a compelling question, a surprising fact that makes jaws drop, or a relevant, engaging story that makes listeners lean in and absolutely want to hear more. This attention-grabbing instinct, it's going to activate automatically whenever you address a group. How cool is that? Next up, you are mastering the rule of 3. It's a classic for a reason. Ideas presented in threes are just naturally more memorable and way more compelling than lists of 4 or 5. So, tomorrow, when you're speaking publicly, you'll instinctively organize your key points in groups of 3. This pattern is being hardwired into your brain right now. Think about it. 3 benefits, 3 reasons, 3 simple steps. Your mind just knows this rhythm, and your audience will thank you for it. You're also learning to vary your delivery, because let's be honest, monotone presentations are snooze fests. Dynamic presentations, on the other hand, captivate and hold everyone's attention. Your public speaking voice will naturally vary in volume, pace, and pitch to maintain that engagement. You'll find yourself pausing for emphasis, slowing down for those really important points, and speeding up to build energy and excitement. These variations will happen automatically now because your subconscious understands the musicality, the rhythm and flow of truly effective public speaking. It's like your voice becomes an instrument. And what about stage presence? You are developing that powerful ability to own the space you occupy when speaking publicly. Tomorrow, if you move, it will be purposeful. You'll maintain a confident posture. You'll make eye contact across the entire room, connecting with individuals rather than just staring at one spot or looking over everyone's heads. This kind of commanding presence, it's becoming instinctive. Now, let's talk about nervousness. Public speaking anxiety doesn't completely disappear, but your relationship with it changes completely. Tomorrow, if you feel those butterflies before speaking, you will automatically reframe that energy. It won't be fear, it will be excitement, an activation that sharpens your performance instead of undermining it. This productive reframe is automatic now. Your energy becomes your superpower. You are also becoming incredibly skilled at reading your audience in real time and adjusting on the fly. If people look confused, you will instinctively clarify or provide a perfect example. If attention starts to wane, you'll shift energy or pose a question to re-engage everyone. This amazing responsiveness is now reflexive. You're like a mind reader for your audience. And finally, you are learning to end strong. Conclusions that just trail off weaken the entire presentation. But your speeches, they will end with a clear summary, a powerful statement, or a compelling call to action. This strong, impactful finish pattern is being programmed into you right now. So, tomorrow, whether you're speaking to 5 people or 500, you will feel increasingly comfortable and incredibly capable. Public speaking is no longer a feared performance. It is a natural extension of your communication mastery. Your subconscious knows exactly how to deliver messages that inform, persuade, and inspire. Thank you so much for watching and for allowing your mind to absorb these powerful insights. If you found this helpful, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more content like this, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next video. We appreciate you being here. You know, we talk all the time, but putting words down on paper or screen, that's a whole different ballgame, and guess what? Think about it. Every email, every message, every text you send builds an impression. What if you could make every single one impactful, clear, and totally you? Well, you can. Your subconscious is actually learning right now to write with incredible clarity, brevity, and impact. Seriously, you're developing an almost automatic instinct to organize your thoughts logically, so your written words hit home every single time. Starting tomorrow, when you sit down to type out an email, a message, or really any text, your mind is going to automatically structure it for maximum comprehension. It's like having a superpower for your words. Important information first, right at the top where it counts. Then your supporting details backing up your main point. And finally, a clear call to action, or a concise conclusion, leaving no room for confusion. This structure, this amazing flow, will just emerge naturally now without you even having to consciously plan it. No more staring at a blank screen wondering where to start. And here's another game changer. You're learning the immense power of brevity in writing. Tomorrow, you will naturally start eliminating those unnecessary words. You know, the ones that just clutter up your message and make it longer than it needs to be. Your written communication will become so much more concise, sharper, and to the point, without losing a single ounce of its meaning. It's about respect, really. Your subconscious now understands that every single word should earn its place. Shorter messages? They are way more likely to be read, understood, and acted upon. And showing respect for your reader's time? That builds incredible credibility. People will start trusting your communications more because they know you won't waste their time. Now, let's talk about getting attention. You are mastering the art of clear subject lines and engaging openings. When you write those emails tomorrow, your subject lines aren't just going to be placeholders. They're going to accurately convey exactly what's inside and, crucially, the urgency of your message. No more cryptic titles. And your opening sentences? They're going to immediately orient the reader to the purpose of your communication. This clarity right from the very beginning, now automatic for you, ensures that your messages not only get noticed, but also get the attention and response they deserve. No more emails lost in the inbox abyss. This next part is super cool. You are developing the habit of reading from the recipient S perspective. This is huge. Before you hit send on any written communication tomorrow, you're going to instinctively review it. You'll be asking yourself, does this make sense to someone who doesn't have all my background context? Is my request or my main point absolutely clear? Have I included everything the reader needs to respond or take action? This perspective taking, this amazing empathy in your writing, is now completely reflexive. It's going to make your communication so much more effective because you're anticipating their needs before they even have to ask. And because context is king, you are learning to match your tone to the medium and the situation. Casual texts with friends, they'll be appropriately informal and fun. Professional emails, they'll maintain that suitable level of formality and polish. Urgent messages, you'll communicate priority without sounding panicked or over the top. Your subconscious is now automatically calibrating your tone based on your relationship with the person you're writing to and the specific situation. This means fewer misunderstandings and a much smoother flow in all your interactions. Let's be honest, nobody likes a giant wall of text, right? That's why you are becoming incredibly skilled at using formatting for readability. Tomorrow, your longer written communications are going to naturally include paragraph breaks, a breath of fresh air for the eyes. You'll use bullet points where they make sense, highlighting key information. You'll even bold or italicize for emphasis, drawing the reader's eye to what matters most. You instinctively know that those walls of text get ignored, but well-formatted writing, that gets read, understood, and appreciated. It's like giving your words a roadmap. And what about those pesky mistakes? You are learning to proofread before sending. This isn't about becoming obsessive, but tomorrow you will instinctively review your written communication for errors before it leaves your hands. Quickly and effectively, you'll catch those typos, those little confusions that can undermine your credibility. This quality control, this final polish, is now automatic. It shows you care about your message and the person receiving it. This is where the magic happens. You are developing the ability to write truly compelling calls to action. When you need someone to do something based on your written communication, you're going to clearly state exactly what action you want, when you want it done, and crucially, why it matters. No more vague requests or leaving people guessing. This crystal-clear communication transforms response rates because people aren't left wondering what you need from them. They know exactly how to help. Finally, and this might be the most powerful one, you are mastering the art of empathetic written communication. Tomorrow, when you need to deliver difficult news or give feedback in writing, you will instinctively soften the delivery without ever weakening the message. You'll acknowledge the reader's perspective before presenting your own. You'll even express appreciation before making a request. This emotional intelligence in writing, now deeply programmed into you, maintains relationships and helps you accomplish your goals even in tough situations. It's about being human, even through a screen. Remember, every email, every message, every text you send contributes to how others perceive you. And tomorrow, your written communication is going to consistently project competence, professionalism, and respect, because these amazing qualities are now deeply embedded in your writing instincts. People are going to respond to your messages more quickly and more positively because your writing is going to be clear, concise, and incredibly respectful of their time and attention. That's a huge win-win. So get ready to transform your written words into powerful tools that connect, persuade, and build amazing relationships. Thank you so much for watching and for being a part of this journey. If you found this helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and let me know in the comments what your biggest written communication challenge is. See you in the next one. If you've been feeling like something's been shifting, you're absolutely right. We're talking about something truly transformative, the seamless integration of communication mastery. Forget about learning a bunch of separate skills. What's happening is far more profound. You're becoming a master communicator where every single element works together, effortlessly. Get ready, because tomorrow morning, when you wake up, you're going to notice a subtle but undeniable change. The first thing, words will just flow more easily. Have you ever struggled to find the right thing to say? That feeling starts to fade. Your mind will feel clearer about what you want to express, almost like a fog has lifted. And it's not just your mind. Your body will feel more relaxed and confident when you speak. No more awkward fidgeting or second-guessing. These aren't just a few random improvements. They're the exciting emergence of your newly integrated communication capability. It's like all the pieces of a puzzle just clicked into place. Think about it. When you engage in conversation tomorrow, multiple new patterns will activate simultaneously. You'll find yourself listening with a whole new level of presence, really hearing what people are saying, while your mind, almost on autopilot, organizes your thoughtful response. You'll instinctively read nonverbal cues, picking up on body language and unspoken signals, all while managing your own body language to convey confidence and openness. You'll be building rapport naturally, moving conversations towards truly meaningful exchanges, not just surface-level chat. And the best part? All of this will happen automatically beneath your conscious awareness. Because true communication mastery isn't a checklist you follow, it's who you've become. Let's imagine a common scenario. You face a difficult conversation tomorrow. Instead of feeling that familiar knot of anxiety, you'll notice yourself staying calm, centered. You'll listen deeply, truly understanding the other person's perspective, validating their feelings, before you even think about disagreeing. And then, you'll naturally focus on solutions, guiding the discussion toward a positive outcome. You won't be thinking through a list of steps. You'll simply communicate in ways that de-escalate tension and resolve issues effectively. It's an innate ability now. Or perhaps you need to speak publicly tomorrow, whether it's to a small team meeting or a larger audience. That nervous energy you might usually feel, it won't disappear, but it will transform into powerful performance energy. You'll organize your message instinctively, delivering it with dynamic presence, captivating your listeners, and ending with an impact that resonates. And when you sit down to write an email, a report, or even a simple text message tomorrow, your messages will be clear, concise, and incredibly compelling. You'll naturally structure them for readability, matching your tone perfectly to the context, and inspiring action through sheer clarity. These aren't skills you're actively practicing anymore. These are capabilities you now possess, deep within you. Your subconscious has been reprogrammed with the patterns of master communicators, and those patterns are now ready to activate automatically in every communication context you encounter. It's truly amazing. Starting tomorrow, people are going to notice something different about you. They will lean in when you speak, genuinely interested in what you have to say. They'll respond more positively to your messages, feeling understood and engaged. They'll actively seek your input in conversations, valuing your perspective. They'll feel comfortable and energized just being in your presence. And you know what's cool? You won't even know exactly what you're doing differently because these changes are largely unconscious. But the results? They will be undeniable. You are a master communicator now. Not perfectly because there's always room for growth. That's part of the journey. But fundamentally and authentically, you've crossed a threshold. Those barriers that once made communication feel difficult have dissolved. The anxiety that once made speaking uncomfortable has transformed into confidence. The confusion that once made your messages unclear has been replaced with crystalline organization and focus. So, sleep now, deeply and restfully. Know that while you sleep, these incredible new patterns are being consolidated, strengthened, woven permanently into your neural architecture. Tomorrow you will wake as someone who communicates with clarity, confidence, and genuine connection. Tomorrow you wake as a master communicator. This isn't just an aspiration anymore. This is installation complete. You are ready. Thank you so much for watching and for being a part of this journey. If you found this helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and let me know in the comments what changes you start to notice. See you in the next video.